And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Our continuing coverage of youth and prep sports, ACYAA action. An 11U matchup with county championship implications. The 11U Cocoa Tigers, who, if you don't recognize them, they're the team in the green.
All right, we need one more volunteer for the chain crew.
They are the team over here in the green.
One more volunteer.
Because
we get set here.
Because green somehow fits in the Cocoa Tiger. Anyway, and then there's the. And then there's the West Melbourne Broncos. And see, what I like is the fact that this team has the Broncos across the. So as a broadcaster, when you have a league whose each team is a different mascot, having the word Broncos on the front of the chest helps remind me that, you know. But listen, there's a reason West Melbourne has stood the test of time of 53 seasons. And the almighty protege of Daryl Durand will you will get a chance to see him later on.
To kick, and it's going to be taken by Ramon, number 4 for the
Ramon
Tigers, and he's going to
will be wrapped up.
By number 5 of the Broncos.
Let me pull up the roster.
Start this game off here. 1st and 10, Coco.
That was number 5. Jamari Burns on the tackle, and we'll get a chance to see this 11U Cocoa offense in their green uniforms.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line as the Tigers break the huddle. And that's going to be Mitchell behind the center. Snap.
Mitchell
Mitchell
on the carry.
right
Mitchell
side. Mitchell
to the outside. Turns the corner down the sideline. Cuts behind a block.
And he's going to be hit by number 7.
Number 7. That's going to be
I think he has enough for a Tiger first down.
Keon Davis on the tackle.
And the Tigers are right back on the ball.
Apologize for that, folks. Mitchell
Brown
hands off to Brown. Brown turns the corner. Brown showing off that speed.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a block in the back or a hold against the Tigers. Holding.
Penalty on the Tigers holding. And my man on the chain said this stick ain't worth getting run over for.
All right, that's going to move them back. It's going to be 1st and 20 as the ball is marked at the 48-yard line of the Tigers.
Ball marked at the 48-yard line. 1st and 20 for the Tigers.
And the pass is going to be thrown out.
Oh!
And that's going to be a live football.
A lateral.
And
West Melbourne recovers. A lateral pass knocked backwards.
Oh, boy. And that was a pass behind the line of scrimmage known as a lateral.
Wow.
And the West Melbourne would take over 1st and 10 with the ball on the 30-yard line.
The lateral pass knocked backwards. Look, that pass was nearly intercepted. And man in motion.
Hold up. All right, just in, we have a black Infinity in the south parking lot, tag number 677. 28S. All right, if you don't move, the tow truck is on the way. Or the tow truck might already be here.
And announcement being made. People are blocking other people in, and tow trucks are coming. So here we go.
And
there's
snap,
number 13, hands
off
off to the back.
And he's going to be tripped up by number 3 of the Tigers. It's going to make it 2nd down and 3. 13, I'm sorry.
Sinear Edwards on the tackle. And the quarterback number 13, Santiago Savage.
The weather report for today says it might get a little wet.
Stay off my equipment. I don't care how wet it gets. Savage
Snap.
takes the snap. Savage is going to run behind his blockers. Savage makes a man miss and brought down by the next defender.
Number 17 for the Tigers.
Number 17, Elijah Smith. Elijah Smith coming in and making the tackle on Savage.
3rd down and 13.
What a last name, Savage. Sends a man in motion. Savage with a swing pass. Beautiful block. And number 2, that's going to be Ja'Cory Adams.
We have a man down on the field.
Ja'Cory Adams, the receiver there. And what was the number of that wide receiver who threw that great block? I want to give him his props. Because I know the best coaches I know that teach the game of football always tell the receiver, no block, no rock. Right. You want to make the plays? That's cool. You better be able to help others make the plays down by blocking downfield. There's an injured.
Big hand. He's up and walking off on his own.
Injured. That was actually number 2, Ja'Cory Adams. Slow to get up, but now he's walking off under his own power. Hopefully we see him continue to play in this game. Again, these two teams played each other last week to a 7-6 Cocoa victory. Miami and Louisville are tied up 38-38. Goodness gracious. Savage in the gun.
All right, hold up.
And
let's see what we got here.
Timeout.
It's going to be a false start against the Broncos.
Or check that, a false start on the Broncos.
Back 5 yards. Okay, just in. Miami, 38. Louisville, 38.
There seems to be an unhappy official about that. He was shaking his head.
I went with the spread. Snap.
Savage, play action, fires, gets it out to number 1, and that's incomplete. His intended receiver, Daniel Francis.
Francis was the intended receiver.
Who knows? It could be a wild day in college football, and Florida might actually stand a chance. Yes. Uh huh.
So you look at the point spread. Why is the spread so low? You know what I'm saying? And the Tigers break the huddle.
It's going to bring up. Oh, that's right. There was a turnover on downs, wasn't it? All right. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Tigers.
Handoff, Mitchell.
Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell
And he's going to be wrapped up.
will get caught in the backfield.
That's going to be number 2 for the Broncos. I'm sorry, check that. That looks like number 5 for the Broncos.
Number 5 for the Broncos. It's Jamari Burns on the tackle.
Burns on the tackle.
Kamarion Mitchell.
2nd down and 7.
And here we go again.
Uh-oh, he hands it off. Here comes Brown.
Brown.
Oh, nice stutter step by Brown. Cuts
With
it up, but number 3 finally pushes it
Great
out of
job there by number 3 to stay flat-footed.
Number 3, we have a flag coming in, and I'm going to tell you something. I watched the whole thing go down, and it's a classic case of the second man always get caught.
Samir Pablo, as they discussed the flag, Samir Pablo did a good job of essentially standing his ground and staying flat-footed, not getting caught being shook, and then riding the back out of bounds. Personal foul called on West Melbourne. And
We're going to have a personal foul against West Melbourne.
So, as Latuan Hadley so eloquently put it, they won't ever catch the first man, but they will always catch the reaction.
Second man always get caught.
And again, they say football's about not just physical discipline, but emotional discipline will win and lose you football games. Again, I didn't see what happened, but if Hadley was brave enough to say it over the PA, then I trust his word.
And we're going to have a timeout. Coco. With 5:10 remaining in the first quarter.
5:10 remaining here in the first quarter.
That's right. Make your way on over here to the world-famous Rib Station right here in West by God, Melbourne. Jason Cox, the man with the plan.
I'll tell you what, I'll just talk about the world famous ribs. I think I may have to go snag me a basket in between games.
Yeah. We also got 321 Sprinkles ice cream over here. If they still here. They still here?
we got a thumbs up from a player who's already played today, so he said, "Yeah, they're still here." Regular Pepsi. Do you want to look at him trying to watch my girlish figure?
All right, we're going to have first down. The ball's going to be spotted.
All right, here we go.
45-yard line of the Tigers.
First down at the 45-yard line for the Tigers.
Snap, Mitchell.
And Mitchell.
He's going to be met by number 40 along with number 30.
Number 30 comes to
Also,
clean up the play.
Number 7.
Cameron Roll Jr. comes and cleans up that mess.
It's going to be second down and 7.
2nd and 7 here for the Tigers.
Snap. It's going to be Sanders.
It's going to be Sanders. Kingston Sanders slips a tackle.
Number
Camp.
5 closed in on him, and I think that's Burns.
Jamari Burns.
That's Burns.
Jamari Burns comes and tackles.
He identified the ball carrier, and he zoomed in on him and, zoom.
Look, let me tell you, I have seen this Cocoa Tiger program where Kingston Sanders breaks that tackle and takes it, 50-plus yards to the house. So you want to talk about solid tackling? That's exactly the kind of play they needed Burns to make. Kingston's
going to bring up third down and about 16 to go as the Tigers break the huddle. And I tell you, it's shaping up just like the last match.
Spread it out.
He's in trouble.
Looking, Mitchell.
He's in trouble,
looking.
And he's going to go. The ball comes loose.
No, that's going to be an incomplete pass.
And it's going to be called incomplete pass.
So he threw it, and he threw it essentially into the back of a West Melbourne player. And
all right, just in. Miami 45, Louisville 38. And the snap is back. The punt is up. Oh, what a nice punt.
that is a nice punt by Kingston Sanders.
And it's going to be down right there at the 35-yard line. As the Broncos will take over 1st and 10. No. Is it a final?
No. We got like 10 minutes left.
10 minutes.
For those following college football, Miami has just scored with about 10 minutes left to go in the fourth. And in this one, we are scoreless with 3:06 left to go here in the first quarter. And West Melbourne.
And the snap.
No, that's not Savage.
Has a blocker out in front of him.
That's number 30. Number 30 with a stiff arm.
Number 30 still. He's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Number 30 was in at quarterback. That's going to be Cameron Roll Jr. But it looks like there's a penalty that's going to bring this one back, and I'm going to assume it's of the holding variety.
All right. It's going to be false start.
False start on the Broncos.
Illegal formation against the Broncos.
Check that. Illegal formation. It's one of those penalties. And here he goes again.
Oh, wow. Nice block on the edge by number 7. Also
and that's going to be a 15-yard.
The flag comes out. And
look, it's
from the looks of it,
that's going to be
an extracurricular activity after the play on the sideline. And
yep. So they'll get that penalty yardage back.
Against the Tigers. And we'll see where that ends up at. And it's going to be a first down.
Folks, you saw it right here on BSN. The quarterback stepped out. He took 2 steps out of bounds, and the Cocoa Tiger, he did try to pull up, but the shoulder still made contact. So by the letter of the law, they have to throw the flag.
Broncos break the huddle. 1st and 10 from the 50. Snap.
There's Savage.
Around the right side, looking for some room.
Savage trying to give a stiff arm. Oh, lowers the shoulder. Only picking up a couple of yards.
And it's going to be a gain of 3 yards on the play. It's going to make it 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 here for the Broncos.
As we're moving right along here.
Speaking of the Broncos, how about Denver coming down and giving the thrashing to the Saints on the night they inducted Drew Brees into the Saints Hall of Fame, or Ring of Honor, whatever they call it.
Later on this evening, we're going to have another ACYAA game of the week. That's right, in the 14U division. 2 undefeated teams going at it. Ought to be a treat.
Here's the handoff there to number 1.
The number 1 out to the right side.
He'll pick up a couple of yards. That's going to
maybe a yard or 2.
Daniel Francis on the carry.
That'd be Francis on the carry. It's going to make it 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7 here for the Broncos. Again, we are scoreless with just under a minute left to go in the first quarter. If the Clouds could do us a favor and go right back in front of that sun, that would be greatly appreciated. One, so I can read the scoreboard, too, so the cell phone doesn't overheat.
And the snap, the ball's on the ground, picked up still.
That's number 7.
That's gonna be a loss.
Number 7 tried to make something happen.
And that will bring up 4th down.
It's Kenyon Davis. And that'll bring up 4th down, and we should see the punting unit. All right.
It's going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 14 as the Broncos are set to punt the ball. And back deep is number 10, Mr. Sanders.
Kingston Sanders. Again,
Oh, no.
No, it can quick kick it. And the quick kick.
And Sanders is going to take it.
Kingston Sanders down the sideline.
Picks up a block.
And
finally going to be brought down. That's number 5, Burns. Along with number 40,
Branson Beal. Beal along with Burns.
1st and 10 from the 50.
Making the tackle.
As the Tigers break the huddle.
The wind is picked up so much the flag is wrapped around the flagpole. Drops back.
Slant across the middle.
Slant. Number 17.
Nice catch.
With a nice reception. That's Elijah Smith coming up with the reception.
It's going to be a 9-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1 for the Tigers.
2nd and 1 here for the Green Tigers.
That'll do it.
That will do it for the first quarter.
Come on over and visit us at our concession stand, ladies and gentlemen. We got ribs. I know y'all know about the ribs. Also.
All right, so we'll be back with second quarter action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Some of the best ice cream.
All right. Back here with the second quarter action. I'd like to thank the Cavity Shack, Rich's Auto Tech, Zone 6 Reapers, 7v7, and Athletic Training, all for partnering with the Brevard Sports Network. Ball's on the ground and
recovered by Blanchard.
Blake Blanchard. Don't know why the voice cracked there. Blake Blanchard.
And that's going to bring up third and
recovers
8.
That one. 3rd and 8 now for the Tigers.
Snap.
And gives her right up. Kingston Sanders breaks to the outside.
Ran down from back by number 2 of the Broncos.
That's Ja'Cory Adams.
Adams. And that's going to bring up 4th and about 2.
4th and 2 for the Tigers now. So decision time here in a closely contested game. Do the Cocoa Tigers go for it? Something tells me they will. Here we go. There's number 10 in the backfield.
Snap. Quarterback straight up the middle, and he's not going to get there.
They try to QB sneak, and
I'm telling you,
it goes nowhere.
It's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Broncos.
Turnover on downs, and
what a great defensive play.
That defensive line came up and did what they needed to do.
By the defensive line of the Broncos. And I told y'all from the beginning, this is what type of game it was last time.
Shout out from on.
He's met immediately, and that's going to be Blanchard coming through the hole to make the tackle.
Uncle Cody in Texas from number 40 on West Melbourne.
Also 2 yards on the play.
Branson Beal.
Going to bring up 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 now for the Broncos. As the wind is now switching directions.
Snap. Handoff.
Snap and
He
breaks one tackle. He cannot break the other. It's number 9 on the carry.
And that's going to be number 6 with the tackle for the Tigers.
It's Davion Little on the carry. Number 6 is Azaria Hicks on the tackle.
That was Hicks on the tackle for the Tigers as the Broncos break the huddle.
Sends a man in motion.
Snap,
and
number 13. And that's gonna be
great job.
Number 37 for the Tigers.
Number 37 played that beautifully.
And that's going to make it 4th down. 25.
Montrelius Johnson. Johnson coming up, played it beautifully, stayed engaged and then disengaged and made the tackle. Sometimes you get aggressive and want to disengage too early. He disengaged just at the perfect time to make that tackle. And that'll bring on the punting unit. And that's going to be a short punt.
And it's going to be down. Right there, looks like at the 48-yard line. Nope. 44.
Look, that was a really smart play there by Davion Little jumping on that. Because if Kingston gets his hands on that, there was nobody off to the side. Kingston picks that ball up, stays to his sideline. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to take anything disrespectful away from the Broncos, but I've seen Kingston with less space take it to the house. So that was a good job by Little. Now he's got to trust your defense, which has been playing well. Again, we are scoreless here.
Uh-oh. High flag in there. Let's see.
I think they may have broke with 12 men in the huddle to the Cocoa Tigers.
They had 12 men in the huddle. Cannot break the huddle with 12 men.
Here we go. Now they're going in the wishbone formation. Quarterback under center gives it to the first back through. It's number 7 fighting his way through.
He's going to have about 3-4 yard gain on the play.
Markale Bell. Bell comes from that fullback position and gets a couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12 here for the Tigers here in the second quarter.
And the Tigers
6:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Back in the wishbone. He's going to give it up.
And that's going to be number 6 for the Tigers on the carry.
It's Azaria Hester on the carry.
And I tell you, that was a great play by number 7, Davis, to turn him back in. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 now for the Tigers.
I tell you, if you came to see offense, not this game.
These defenses are really duking it out here.
Snap.
Here's a snap. And he just walks into a sack. That's number 0. Yeah. Xavier Jennings comes up with a sack, and there's a down Cocoa Tiger on the field. Xavier Jennings came in and got the sack. That All right. Sorry about that, folks. Had to check something here. Here we go. And that is a high snap.
And
there's a punt.
Nice punt. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Right around the 40-yard line as we're moving right along here.
40-yard line for the Broncos. And, again, these two teams played last week, played to a 7-6 game in favor of the Cocoa Tigers. So now, look, when it comes to this, it comes down to coaching. And that's what these – because right now it's a chess match. All right, you're doing this, so I'm going to try to figure out how to do this. And when you adjust that, can I make the adjustment off the adjustment? Here we go. That Savage back at quarterback? Savage back in at quarterback. Switches running back position. Throws an out route. Beautiful caught by number 5. Number 5's got room to run. Number 5 down the sideline. Touchdown. West Melbourne, number 5.
And I have to say, quarterback, and I'm going to tell you, he dropped a dime on time at the right time.
Savage to Burns. Burns takes it 50-plus yards to the house. Hadley dropping another one of his great quotes. Savage dropped a dime on time. I mean, that was a great throw. And now they're going for the 2-point kick. Savage to hold. Hold is good. Kick is blocked.
With 4:33 remaining into the half.
4:33 remaining in the half.
Broncos.
The Broncos draw first blood. And, yep, so the Broncos get on the board 6-0.
All right, here we go.
The kick.
And it's going to be taken. Number 0, looking for some room. Breaks the
There's
tackle.
a stiff arm. And
Whoa. That looked like number 30 came in there with a pop.
number 30, that's going to be Cameron Roll Jr.
That was number 3?
Oh, number 3.
Whoever it was a
Check that.
pop.
Samir Pablo.
And his name is Samir Pablo. Pablo with the pop.
All right, folks, I'm just going to go ahead and go put this out there. If you truly need a PA announcer, and I don't care what it is, he's going to make it sound interesting, give LaTwain Hadley a call. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. He gets my full endorsement.
I appreciate you. As the Tigers break the huddle.
He may be looking for a new home. Who knows? Stay updated with LaTwain Hadley.
And the pitch is going to go to Sanders. Uh-oh. Nice.
Oh, my.
That's a perfect tackle.
Oh,
and
my.
I know his name by heart. I don't even have to look at the thing. That's Burns.
Yeah. Jamari Burns.
And that's going to bring up second down.
Burns,
7.
excellent job. And you know what Burns showed right there? A lot of high schoolers could look at that film. That's called form tackling, exactly as you coach it. And guess what? If you stop doing the shoulder tackling, you'll be amazed how many more tackles you'll rack up in your stats. Some call it shoulder tackling. I call it Florida boy tackling because typically, never mind.
Handoff. Oh, nice.
There's a handoff up. Oh,
line.
my goodness
Finally
gracious.
tripped up by Burns.
Burns on the trip up. That was number 7 on the carry. That's Markale Bell.
And that's Bell on the carry. And I'm going to tell you something. I know a thing or two about him. All right, we have a timeout on the field with 3:06 remaining into the half. Right now would be a great time for you to get a head start over here to our world-famous concession stand. That's right. Also, we have the world-famous No Boil, hear me now, No Boil Ribs over here in West Melbourne. I had mine earlier, and I'm just going to say this right here.
And latest
89.99 for Mr. Lloyd. 89.99, 10 ribs.
college football update: Miami leads 54-38.
All right, just then, so y'all can relax. Miami 54, Louisville 38.
Get lucky.
There have been a lot of attentive ears when Miami's name has been brought up. No.
There's like 6-7 minutes left.
And there's still 6 or 7 minutes left in that game.
Yeah, it's still 6 minutes left in that Miami game, too. I thought I said that about 10 minutes ago.
I know, right? That clock just don't move apparently down there.
Snap. It's going to be Mitchell.
Snap.
He's looking.
Mitchell
has a man
fires.
What a nice catch. If he caught it.
Goodness gracious. It's a completion. They're calling it a completion.
Number 0. And a great pass by Mitchell. And that's going to be a Tiger first down.
That's Zayden Starks on the reception.
That's going to be Starks.
Zayden Starks with an excellent reception there.
Handoff. They're going Bell.
And Bell just.
And I tell you, he runs tough through the middle for a gain of about 6 yards on the play. Make that 5, 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Mitchell under center in the wishbone.
Mitchell has a man. Oh, what a nice defensive play by number 4.
Number 4 on the deflection. That's Samir Pablo.
Pablo breaks up the pass. Check that, Carter.
Oh, what? Oh, number 4. My bad. Carter Neufeld.
Neufeld?
Yes.
And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. 1:53 remaining into the half. That's right.
1:53 remaining. There's a timeout called. Folks, this is a heck of a game here. Play that broke it open was pass from Savage. Excellent on the dot pass, and then a great touchdown run by the young man's name is eluding me at the moment. What was it? 20? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Burns. Burns broke the tackle and took it 50-plus yards to the house, and that's where we stand. 6-0 with 1:30 left to go in the half. And the Broncos jump offside. Someone's a little eager.
It's going to be encroachment against the Broncos.
That'll be 5 yards. And that'll be enough for a Cocoa Tiger
first down.
Cavity Shack first down. Tell you what, again, you need sweets done, catered, Cavity Shack's the way to go.
Snap. Bell running through there.
And Bell
nice
getting tripped up.
Again, and that's Mr. Burns.
Burns is, I'll say this, Burns is sacrificing his body right now, tripping up Bell.
I'm telling you.
That's going to be one he's going to go home. He's going to take the closest thing to a nice bath that he can put some Epsom salt in it and try to relax. Because he's going to be sore tomorrow.
Tigers break the huddle. Snap.
There's
Gonna be Sanders.
the toss.
Looking for some room.
Kingston
Picks up the
Sanders.
ball. Cuts it back. Nice move. And he's going to have a gain of 2 yards on the play.
2 yards on the play and
All right.
whistles.
56 seconds remaining into the half. We're going to have a
Timeout.
timeout.
And while they take a timeout, I'm going to take a timeout right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Vero.
All
11U,
right.
22. Palm Bay 11U 0. Vero Beach 12U 14. Palm Bay 12U 0.
So here come the Tigers. Third down.
And it's going to be a handoff to number 17, and he's going to run into a bunch of blue jerseys with the name Broncos on the front. Oh, boy. And that's going to be a loss. That's going to bring up 4th down as we're nearing the 30-second mark here.
30 seconds left to go in the half, and I don't know if I'm the Tigers here. The Tigers did. So the Tigers are trying to score here because the Tigers got the ball to start the first half.
Mitchell, he's in trouble. The ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Picked up.
It's a scoop. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
Let's go catch him. I don't see no flags. His last name look like Smith. I don't know.
Number 27, touchdown, West Melbourne.
Oh, my.
That's
Before the half,
Adam
the
Wiggum.
Broncos.
Adam Wiggum on the scoop and score.
That's his name, Wiggum.
Adam Wiggum.
Oh, man. And they're bringing out the bullhorns now.
And
Let's see.
all that happened, Wiggum's the one who pretty much just took the ball out of the quarterback's hands, stripped it, picked it up, scooped and scored.
To try for the point after.
There's only 2 minutes left in Miami.
All right.
Savage in it, quarterback, go for the point after.
Snap.
Fakes it.
He cuts it back.
He trying to cut it up and
it's going to be no good.
no good.
With 2 seconds remaining until halftime, West Melbourne Broncos 12. Cocoa Tigers 0.
It's 12-0 with 2 seconds left to go in the half. And there's 2 minutes left in the Miami game, so
there's 2 minutes left in the Miami game. So y'all can check your tickets. 2 minutes.
Now, again, we've also seen Miami screw up clock management, so we can't lock in. Huh? Remember, they were up and couldn't take a knee properly and lost. So again, let's pump the brakes on calling a Miami victory until that clock hits 0. Huh?
Oh, man. What a turn of events here. Down here in the forest.
And again, in this game was also played last week, and it was a 7-6 victory for Coco. That's a high pooch kick.
And it's going to be down. And that'll do it.
That will do it for the first half with your score. The West Melbourne Broncos 12, Coco Tigers 0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right.
All right, the Hurricanes hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Ball game is over, 52 to 45. All right, here we go. As Coco set to kick the ball off.
Coco set to kick the ball off here to start the second half. 2 touchdowns by West Melbourne, one in the final seconds of the first half.
Bell with a high kick. Going to be taken by number 9 off to the left side.
Number 9 comes.
Oh, he has the corner and a block.
And
he's finally going to be wrestled out of bounds by number 17. It's always fun to see.
Yep. Between this group of kids, the kids themselves, I feel there's a healthy competitiveness to them. Like, no one's saying anything too crazy, but, there's a little, hey, I got you. And as long as the kids can still have fun, I'll stop it there.
Here come the Broncos. First and 10, ball spotted. Right.
All right, so what do the Broncos have up next?
And let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Snap.
Savage,
Number
hands
7
off.
Up the middle. And it's going to be number 44 for the Tigers on the tackle. After he gains about 2 yards on the play, it's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
It was number 7 on.
Everybody made it over to the concession stand to get your rib dinner. And I tell you, just in, the ribs will be gone by the next game. So if you didn't get your ribs today, make it on over here because a little birdie just told me that they're going to be gone in a little while. Handoff.
Snap.
Number 7, big hole.
And
Nice
Kenyon
block.
Davis.
I'm going to tell you something. You might have seen the run for the first down, but I guarantee you didn't see that block by number 0.
Yeah, number 0 opened up the foundation for that run.
Boy, look at him. What a great block.
Kenyon Davis on the carry.
And the Broncos break the huddle.
It's going to be first down for the Broncos as they're inside Coco Tiger territory. Savage, 2 backs in the backfield.
Snap.
There's a snap.
Quarterback takes it. Oh,
Savage.
In and out move.
Savage.
Brought down by Sanders.
Kingston Sanders
Have a gain of 2 yards, going to make it 2nd and 8.
on the tackle. And I'll tell you what really just saved Savage there, he did a half a spin move, and I think that was just to keep the ball from touching the helmet of that defender coming in. He was ready to put a hat on a ball and force a fumble.
I have to agree with you on that. Yes, he was.
Look, sometimes you don't need a full spin move. You just need to do enough to get the ball out the way because, again, where that collision was happening, that hat was touching that football.
Snap.
Savage, hands off.
That's going to be number 0. He breaks the tackle on his way to a 4-yard gain.
Xavier Jennings.
That's going to be Jennings. It's going to make it 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. Again, staying in that 2-back set out of the gun.
And he's going to be met in the backfield.
Now, wait a minute. Breaks the tackle. Jennings, I think, just got back to the line of scrimmage.
They had it for a loss, but his extra effort got about 2 yards out of that play or maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down here.
And let's see what the Broncos are going to do here. All right. Just then, the sled over there, that sled over there on the other field, y'all not allowed to be on that sled. And also, all you kids in the West Melbourne tunnel, you can't be in that tunnel. That's not a bounce house. If there are any adults over there by the West Melbourne tunnel, can you please escort the kids out of there? No kid allowed on the blocking sleds over there. No kids allowed.
Here we go now. 6:12 and counting left to go here
And
in
the Broncos break the
the
huddle.
third. First down. Check that.
It's going to be first down.
Savage stays in the gun.
Savage, hands off, up the middle.
That's
He
number
finds a
one.
big hole up the middle.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm trying to tell you something. That West Melbourne Bronco offensive line is starting to make it happen. West Melbourne, let's make some noise for your offensive line.
Daniel Francis on the carry. And once again, the wear and tear that West Melbourne offensive line.
Down as they breaks the huddle.
That was another 10-yard gain.
Snap. Oh, fake.
Savage
And a great defensive play.
taken
by
down
number
there.
9 for the Tigers. He
Taken
wasn't
down
moving
by
at all.
number 9. That's James Gamley. No.
It's going to bring up second down and 11.
James Galimi. There we go. Galimi.
As the Broncos break the huddle.
Sanders. Again,
Snap.
they're just staying in one formation.
Another gaping hole up
Ken-
the middle.
Kenyon Davis. Kenyon Davis continuing to shred that defense.
The Bronco.
And guys,
The Broncos offensive line have taken over this drive. Led by number 88.
led by number 88,
And I'm trying to tell you,
Boone
I wish I knew a thing or two about it.
Boone
As they
Herndon.
Uh-oh, hold up.
It's a false start.
It's going to be a false start. I was beginning to think it was perfect, that offensive line, I guess. Who? He coming at me? All right, we'll do an interview after the game. As the Broncos break the huddle, snap is back, handoff.
Snap.
Oh, wow.
And there's
Oh,
zero.
wow.
Xavier
And the
Jennings.
flag comes in at the end, and I'm going to tell you like this. It's going to be a holding call.
Xavier Jennings with an awesome run, however,
We got a
again.
man down for the Tigers.
And that'll be a
We got
player
holding.
down. Holding
Broncos, he's up.
holding on the Broncos.
All right, there it is.
And there's now a personal foul.
There it is. And the flag just came in. And I don't know if it's going to be a sideline warning. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Oh, see, they can't be embarrassment like that. Rashard. We need to get a board because I knew they were going to do that.
Yep.
I knew it.
You hold on. Hold on, folks. All right. So they're continuing to have a conversation with.
In the orange, he was 12 and head coach. How did he get off the damn field, man? He need to get off the field, man. Y'all might as well go back in the huddle, Broncos.
And
I would love to
that
be a fly on the wall during that conversation over there. We have a sideline warning against the Tigers. And that's one of my favorite penalties because it's a warning.
Coach Hadley said that's my favorite penalty.
Sideline warning. It is. That's my favorite.
I can get
It's a warning.
I can get my piece in. I can get my say, and you only give me a warning. As long as I don't go over the top with it.
Imagine they had a warning on a holding call.
You realize how many more touchdowns we would have?
Right.
Anyway, so sideline warning issued to Coco. Man in motion.
Snap. Oh.
Savage
He's in
drops
trouble,
back.
and he's gonna
Savage
be sacked.
sacked.
And that's going to be number 13
So
for
no,
the Tigers.
so number 13 on the delayed
And
blitz.
number 5. And that's going to bring up 4th down and about 20. Coco Tiger fans, make some noise for your defense right about now.
Sincere Edwards on the sack.
I'll probably just take a cup of ice and some more Gatorade and water.
Are they out of the ribs or? Huh? Can I get a rib basket, please? 3? Huh? 3's good. Please.
You want any ribs?
Oh, I'm good. I'm full on the ribs. And he's in trouble. And he's going to be butt down. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10.
Turnover on downs.
Coco. And that's exactly what the Tigers needed.
And the Tigers defense comes up huge.
And now, if the Tigers offense can just put something on the board to grab some momentum here, plenty of time remaining.
Again, we're only in the third quarter, and there's 2:12 left to go in the third quarter. So guess what? We still got 12 minutes of football left to play. And look, I know we haven't seen it a lot today, but the Tigers have big play capability.
All right.
As
The weather report has came true, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, it's going to be a little wet.
thank gosh, West Melbourne has an overhang here on their field house, protecting our wonderful BSN equipment. And there's a snap.
Handoff is going to go to Sincere Edwards. And he has a gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Edwards with a gain of 2 yards. Again, Edwards came up with a huge sack there on 3rd down. As you can kind of see the drizzling begin to show up on the camera. Well, see, I don't think Lloyd cares about being in the rain right now. His Hurricanes won, so.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah, it is.
Up the middle, that's going to be Edwards. Look at Edwards.
Edwards, right now the driving force of this Coco offense.
7-yard gain.
Mm-hmm. And the Tigers.
It's going to be Edwards again up the. Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness.
Who was that?
That was number 1.
They said number 1.
Daniel Francis.
Francis with the pop.
Francis showed up to the party, said, I'm shutting it down.
And he shut it down. As we're down under a minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. And it's going to be 4th down and 4. This could very well be the play of the game.
4th and 4 here. 30 seconds
we're
left to
gonna
go
have
in the
a
third.
timeout.
And a timeout called by the Cocoa Tigers. And you know what? That's a smart timeout. This is a monumental play. You want to make sure everyone's on board. You want to make sure everyone's on that page reading the same book down to the same letter. Okay? That's how big this is. Because think about it. You made West Melbourne turn the ball over. You need a score on this drive if you're the Cocoa Tigers. Because going into that fourth quarter, or even starting the fourth quarter, scoring is a whole different ballgame than trying to come back down from 2 scores. And let me say this: on that last West Melbourne drive, West Melbourne on that drive used maybe three or four plays. They didn't open up the playbook. They moved down the field on 3 or 4 of the same play, just different order. Yes. And you know what? And again, that's why West Melbourne has been around for this long. And I dare you, if you ever come to West Melbourne, go take a look at the trophy room. Go take a look at the trophy room. And
All right, just in, y'all. You might want to make it over here to the concession stand before we sell out. Handoff. It's going to be Sanders off to the left side. He's looking to make something happen. He bounces it. He spins. Thank you, bro. And he's going to have enough for a Tiger first down. That was a big play.
And again, Kingston Sanders, another big playmaker.
Handoff. Sanders looking for some room. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
That will do it for the third quarter.
And if you're from Cocoa, everybody in Cocoa knows, fourth quarter is known as Tiger quarter.
As the
No? Some things I can say and some things I can't. Okay. All right. Out. Oh, listen at that crowd. Listen at that crowd. Well, I should have known better.
Huh? Those look fine just the way they are.
Oh, well, look, they still having a conference over there.
All right, so again, let me switch the scoreboard to the fourth quarter. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Cavity Shack, Rich's Auto Tech, Zone 6, 7v7, and athletic training, Natwick Insurance,
All right. It's going to be second down and 7.
second and 7 here
Fourth quarter here.
for the start of the fourth quarter.
Again. And he's going to be wrapped up. That's going to be number 1, Francis, along with number 40 and Burns.
Francis and Burns coming together on the tackle. Here we go. Third down and about 5 now.
Snap.
There's a snap and gives it to
Uh-oh.
Sanders. Kingston
Uh-oh.
Sanders.
And he's looking. And he's going to have enough for a Tiger first down.
And that will be enough for a Cocoa Tiger first down. There's the handoff.
Oh, nice tackle by Burns.
Burns with the tackle. That's number 13 on the carry.
And that's going to be Edwards up the middle.
Edwards.
About 4 yards on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Picking up 4 yards, 2nd and 6 now. And the Tigers, you might want to – I'd still say you want to see some urgency here. You need 2 scores in the quarter. And you know what West Melbourne's going to do when they get the football.
Edwards again. Nice play call by the coach.
Edwards is doing nice, but, someone we haven't seen is Bell. We haven't seen Bell much in the second half. I mean, he was a solid force in that first half. Okay, we spotted him. Oh.
And it's going to be number 17 looking for some room.
Number 17 slides out of a tackle and slips on the field. The West Melbourne defense. Elijah Smith.
You know what? I would put him out here and isolate him, and I would dare you to play him one-on-one.
Right.
I dare you. Look at it. Just throw it up in the end zone to him. And it's going to be 4th down and about 7.
4th and 7 now. And
this could be very well be the play of the game. Blant, he's looking, he's scrambling.
Blanchard.
He's going to take it himself. He throws it. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
And that's going to be a turnover on
And that's
down.
a big stop by that West Melbourne defense.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Huge stop by the West Melbourne defense. 7:18 left to go in the 4th. And again, I stated it. You know what West Melbourne's going to do. They're going to do West Melbourne football. They're going to run the football and kill the clock. So if you're Coco here, again, I will also mention it. In between the 20s today, on that last drive, Melbourne ran the same 4 plays, just in different order. Out of this formation right here, that shotgun, two split back, 1 receiver to the top of the screen. Sometimes they'll motion him to the bottom of the screen, but then just still run the same 3 or 4 plays. Right. But the thing is, they do it so well. When you execute plays so well like that, you can afford to do that.
Here we go. Snap. Handoff. Up the middle. Nice hole up the middle. That's
and there's number 2.
And he's still running hard. And I'm going to tell you something.
That's
that looks like about a 9-yard gain for the Broncos.
Ja'Cory Adams on the carry.
8-yard gain. It's going to make it 2nd and 2. But I'm going to tell y'all where it started at. Up front. That offensive line. That's where it started at. They're getting the job done.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell you. They are creating some running lanes up front.
The offensive line here.
I know that offensive line say they want to go to concession stand after this.
Telling you to switch to the 4th quarter, sir.
Handoff, number 7.
And there he goes.
And he's going to run into a host of Tigers.
Kenyon Davis on the carry. Runs into a host of Tigers.
There's going to be no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Still 3rd and 2 here.
As the Cocoa Tigers 12U take the field in the all-white throwback Super Bowl uniforms when they was 14U.
All right, here we go. Oh.
Handoff. Oh, look at that defense converge on number 2. going to bring up 4th and 4 from the 40 with 5:28 remaining. Cocoa Tiger fans, get behind your defense.
4th
right
and
now.
4
This is a good
from the
stop right
40.
here.
The Cocoa Tigers need this stop right here. Or does West Melbourne have what they
Your defense
need in the
right
offensive
about
line
now,
to
Cocoa Tiger fans.
coming up on 5 minutes left to go in the game. Savage at quarterback. Savage is going to take it himself.
He's going to be stopped short of the first down.
He will be stopped short.
And that'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Cocoa Tigers.
And now, you got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes on the dot. And you need 2 scores. As suggested by my very good friend, I would stick Elijah Smith, number 17, probably the tallest kid out on this field. And you send him on a go and say, I dare you to double cover him. And what are you going to do? Right. You line Kingston on one side, Smith on the other, and say, pick your poison. Because guess what? Both can beat you. Kingston will beat you with speed. Smith will beat you on a high jump ball as long as he high points the football. He high points the football. There's not a person out here, adult or child, that's going to jump with Smith.
I'll be down.
Okay, you might be able to jump with him, but I dare you to run with him and then try to jump with him. Talking to a young man up here in the press box who, maybe looks like he could jump with Smith, but let's try chasing him and then trying to jump with him. And I got the head shake. All right, folks, I've had a blast here at West Melbourne, chilling out with good people all around. Look, even if you're not known around here, friendly, awesome people, awesome food. This is a place you want to come hang out on a Saturday. Which is funny because if you talk to Alex Goins, I was a videographer for Rockledge Youth, and Alex Goins sent me over here on a recon mission. And I was scared because I had never been in this environment before. And then ever since then, I've gotten to know some people out here, and honestly, it's a great atmosphere, a great place you want to come watch youth football all day long. Today they've treated me to some of the world-famous ribs, which I promise you are going to be fall off the bone delicious.
Blake, back to pass.
And Blanchard rolling out
And
right.
He's going to be – nope, he throws it away. And let's see.
Now, wait a minute. In the ACYAA, is there grounding if the ball doesn't reach the line of scrimmage?
Maybe it's a flag that I don't see.
Well, no, I don't see a flag thrown, but I'm asking just for my own personal knowledge.
But I will say this.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10 for the Cocoa Tigers. Blanchard steps up, fires.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
And look at that. Kingston Sanders.
Hey, he finally trips him up.
I don't.
It was, but I don't think we have that rule.
Oh, they'll call it. They call it. Oh, yeah. But did you see?
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty good football.
Wow. Yep. Oh yeah. There's a matchup, and
He's looking. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be sacked. That looks like number. Uh-oh. I see a flag out. Hold on.
there's some laundry on the field.
Oh, we got 2 flags on the play.
Oh wow.
And
There are multiple flags coming out.
one of those flags went up high in the sky. Usually when they go up high like that, it's something serious.
Yeah. Usually when someone other than when a flag goes up as high as that one did and it's not Scooter Morrison, someone's had enough. All right. So there's a conversation going on amongst the officials.
All right, let's see.
So many flags were thrown.
I wish I could bring to y'all what they're saying, but I'm up here.
Listen, and BSN does not have any special mics. We don't have anything we can switch to. That's something we're working towards, but you know.
It's going to be against West Melbourne.
And
Oh, they did they hit you with the review. Oh, it's called 12 men on the field.
wait,
West Melbourne.
okay, that was okay. They're called 12 men. That long for 12 men on the field? And they reviewed it on a phone. Okay.
Snap is back. He's looking
Blanchard
close.
fires.
Pass is going to be
Caught. Touchdown. Cocoa Tigers.
And just like that, the Tigers are back in it.
And is that Mr. Sanders? Kingston Sanders. Though I will say this, that something I've never seen before. I've never seen an official crew go review footage for a 12-man on the field. That's
And this is a very important point after attempt here for the Tigers.
the
And let's see.
so here we go.
Snap.
Point after.
It's going to be Mitchell.
And there was a fumble on the snap.
And I don't think he made it. And Mitchell did not get there. So the point after is going to be no good.
The West Melbourne
14
defense.
remaining in this ball game. West Melbourne Broncos 12 and the Cocoa Tigers 6. And I tell you, every time these two teams get together here, boy, they put on a great ball game for us.
All right.
There's been no extra points scored this game. There's been no extra points scored either way.
12-6 with 4:18 left to go. This one right here, this one right here. This is an important drive here. Can Coco get West Melbourne off the field and score again? Or does West Melbourne do what they are, again, the program has been built on, running the clock down with a lead? I can't talk too much mess. I'm a Gator fan, so.
I'm a Gator fan too.
Oh, okay. So we're both in the same boat. Got it.
We can talk everything because we suck.
All right. Coco set to kick it off. All right.
Nope. Nope.
And it's a booter.
It's
It's going to be over his head. Oh, the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, number 9.
and he's got.
He breaks the tackle. Finally. And it's going to be 1st and 10, West Melbourne.
I'll say this: Coco got away with one there because that could have been a huge call. whichever way you would have called that, either face mask or a horse collar. Uh-huh. All right, here we go. The most important drive of the game is right here, right now.
And the snap, handoff.
Handoff there to number 7.
Up the middle. And it's going to be a gain of about 3-4 yards on the play.
I don't think they're going to pass it.
And the clock is winding down.
Kenyon Davis on the carry.
West Melbourne put together another one of those historic game-ending West Melbourne drives.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to pass it.
And the Broncos break the huddle.
Coming up on 3.5 minutes left. Fourth quarter. So there's a snap.
And he's going to be hitting the backfield.
And great job there by the Cocoa defense.
Tiger defense. It's going to make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for West Melbourne. Now, if you're West Melbourne, do you trust your defense right now to get you another stop? Oh, 100% they want the first down. But I'm saying,
You need it because they have enough speed to break off.
here we go. Savage. Now, wait a minute. There's a timeout called.
We have
Oh, no, a penalty.
delay a game against the Broncos.
Delay a game on the Broncos. That'll back them up 5 yards. It's now 3rd and 15. Whew.
All right. Snap. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to be met by big number 44 for the Tigers.
Big number 44 with the stop.
As we're getting down, going to have a timeout
That's Czar Alexander II.
with 2:38 remaining in this ball game.
2:38 remaining in the ball game right here, folks.
I tell you, it's living up to everything we said it was going to be.
Whew. Yeah, I mean it's 4th and 16 now. Ball at the 20.
We got a flag just came in, and
A flag just came in against West Melbourne.
And I think we might have a sideline warning over here on West Melbourne. Don't quote me on that, though. And
I mean, the official just took it out of his pocket and dropped it. Again, I'll say this. Football is a game of emotional as well as physical discipline. And I think that's what one of the officials is saying. We gave them a warning, so we.
oh, they have to. Let's see.
White hat, here we go. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on West Melbourne.
The unsportsmanlike against West Melbourne. And that'll move them back.
Wow. That is
And we're going to have
that is a big call right there.
white hat.
Look, that is a huge call because, again, they gave they gave Coco a sideline warning, and that conversation looked to be more animated. Was more animated with multiple officials rather than one official. So either something got said that surpassed a warning.
All right.
And that is a huge call.
Meanwhile,
here,
back to the football game.
2:38 left to go in the game.
And I'll tell you, Broncos set the punt here.
Broncos
Snap.
set to punt.
And the punt.
Savage. Someone got a hand on that football.
And it's going to be down right there
And
at the 25-yard line, but Coco will start out.
Coco will start with the football on the 25-yard line. Now begins if your Coco begins your playmaking decision.
2:37.
Do you try to drain clock being this close? Do you try to drain some clock before getting in the end zone? Or do you go for the kill shot? Do you go for that up top pass?
As the Coco Tigers send in the play and break the huddle.
Folks,
Number 12 behind the center.
you don't want to miss. Here we go. Blanchard under center.
It's gonna go to Bell
Blanchard
in the middle,
gives it
and
to Bell,
Bell's gonna be
and
cut
Bell
down
will
by
be
number 5
cut
Burns.
down.
And he's going to have a gain of about 3 yards on the play. And the Tigers are out the huddle quickly.
Here we go. Again, Wishbone.
It's going to be Bell again. A nice tackle by Burns.
And Burns comes up with two big tackles.
And I'm going to tell you, he's in the double digits today with tackles.
Burns easily has double-digit tackles
It's
today.
gonna be 3rd down and about 5, maybe 6.
3rd and 5 now
As the play comes in.
from the 20-yard line.
Snap. It's going to go. Sanders through the hole.
Sanders cuts back. Sanders has got room. Sanders into the end zone.
Goodbye.
Touchdown, Coco Tigers. Kingston Sanders.
And now the Tigers to try for the go-ahead point.
There has not been an extra point made at all in this game.
Here we go.
This is the biggest
This is
extra
the
point.
all-important extra point.
Right now it's 12-12. Snap.
Oh, a mix-up and handoff.
Mix up on the handoff. Blanchard trying to get
And
through.
The point is going to be no good.
No good. We're all tied up,
And
folks.
we're going to be all tied up 12-12.
With 1:38 left to go in the game.
Oh, we are right back where we started, ladies and gentlemen, in Coco. These two teams, I tell you. You know, if I knew these two teams was playing ahead of, I'd pay to watch these two teams. Right?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
They always put on a good game.
As Carlos Sanders Sr. says, touchdown, King Wu. Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right. Let's see if the Broncos can respond.
Again, I'd like to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Rich's Auto Tech, home of the million-mile warranty. Zone 6 Reaper 7v7 and athletic training. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Cavity Shack. And it's a big pooch kick.
And it's going to be number 30 out to the left side.
There's number 30.
And he's going to be wrestled out of bounds.
And here we go. Now comes the offense. The offense which up until this point had been so dominant. When I tell you this offense, .134 left to go in the game.
And the Broncos break the huddle. Here we go. Number 13 behind the center.
Savage in the gun. Savage sends Davis.
Snap.
Drops back.
He's back.
Surveys.
Throws.
Fires.
Oh, incomplete.
Pass
Intended for number
incomplete.
9. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Number 9, the intended receiver. That was Davion Little.
All right. Timeout.
Timeout, West Melbourne.
131.
Woo-hoo.
This ball game.
Folks.
And it has been a big ball game.
Folks in the chat, tell me who you like. $1:31 left to go. I can worry about that game after this last minute 31. Oh my gosh. And again, this and we have one other ACYAA game of the week. The 14U Battle of the Undefeateds coming up here on the Brevard Sports Network. We also got the 12U game coming up next year on the Brevard Sports Network. Folks,
all right,
do what you got to do. There's a snap. And it's going to be number 30. Picks up a block. Great swipe. That's Cameron Roll Jr. on the carry.
And Broncos break the huddle.
1 minute left to go in the game. Here we go. 3rd down here.
And that's going to be number 30, Roll, off to the left side.
Roll Jr. looking for room, and
Coco
says they have it. Coco says they have it.
And waiting on the white hat, Coco football.
Coco football. The defense, when they needed them the most, came up with a turnover.
With 47 seconds remaining.
In a game
and the ball is going to be sitting right
where the West Melbourne offensive line had been the most dominant force in this game. In the last 5 minutes, the wheels have fallen off the apple cart for West Melbourne right now. Look, I get it. You say, well, how can you say that, Caleb? It's 12-12. From where it started to where we're at now, these are completely different football teams right now.
And I think Coco has 2 timeouts remaining. And snap.
Drops back. Blanchard.
Oh, he gets hit.
Blanchard got sandwiched. 38 seconds left to go.
And Coco's going to take a timeout here with 37 seconds
Coco's going to
remaining.
take a timeout here.
12.
Holy wow, folks.
2 yards, check that.
The loss is going to be of 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12. The ball spotted smack dab right there on the 50-yard line. Coco has 37 seconds to go 50 yards for glory.
I don't know what that halftime speech was. And
3/4 of this game has been was dominated by that West Melbourne offense and their ability to control the clock and play defense. And then in the last 5 minutes of this fourth quarter, I mean, this is just – and listen, it hasn't been based on really calls. Coco found some giddy up. That Sanders here to the outside, or is that?
And the snap,
no.
Mitchell in charge.
Mitchell sacked.
In the backfield. And I was going to take one guess who that man was, the first one there.
Oh, my goodness. If it isn't number 5, Burns, who again.
And the Tigers will take another timeout. And that's going to be a loss of 4 yards on the play with 24 seconds remaining. And I don't know about you, Caleb, but number 5 is my defensive player.
Oh, 100%. Let me make sure I get this man's first name right, too, because I want to give him his full flowers. Jamari Burns.
Jamari Burns
has been player of the game so far. I mean, I'm not just talking like barely scratching double digits. I'm talking Burns has probably somewhere in the realm of somewhere between 15 and 20 tackles today. And you also want to know what else? At least half of those are solo tackles. At least 10 of those tackles are solo tackles by Burns, bringing players down. Here we go. .24 seconds left on the 46-yard line.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 46.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, essentially. Mitch fires, and it's intercepted! Intercepted! Number 4 on the interception, Carter Neufeld! Carter Neufeld! Carter Neufeld with an interception. They got one timeout left. A coach signaled one timeout left in 18 seconds.
Hey, I tried to tell y'all from the beginning about this game how it went last week, and you know what? Hey, deja vu. Deja vu. I feel like I'm seeing it all over again.
Pretty Red says, that's my nephew.
And the Broncos take the field.
And the Broncos now take the field. The tension is high. You can cut the tension in this atmosphere with a knife. Sends a man in motion.
Uh-oh, he's looking for some room.
And there's Burns. Burns. Ball's on the ground.
And it's going to be recovered. He's going to get it back.
Burns just barely gets up, but the clock's going to keep running.
And that's going to be.
We're in for overtime, folks.
And that's it. That'll do it for regulation. And
we are headed to overtime.
Here at Max K. Rose Park. I'm trying to tell you a thing or two. Boy.
Are you kidding me?
All right. These two teams, I tell you. You think we're looking at the Super Bowl right now? You know what I'm saying? They done played twice already. Would it be fitting for them to meet in the Super Bowl, you know?
I'm not preying on it. Let me be very clear with these words because I don't want to be misconstrued. I'm not preying on the downfall of any other teams. I'm just saying if we're talking about a dream Super Bowl matchup in the county, this is the one that needs to happen. That's all I'm saying. I'm not preying on anybody else's downfall.
Right.
I'm praying for the uplifting of these two squads. There we go. Anyway, now, Daryl. Oh, hold on. All right. Overtime rules for the ACYAA. Is it like college football? Each team? Okay, Kansas City tiebreaker. Got it.
They're going to start at the 10-yard line.
Thank you very much.
Both teams get a chance to go on offense.
All right. Gotcha. No, I again, I've covered 4 different leagues this year, and each of them have their own overtime rules. So I'm just trying to make sure my
All right, we are moving to the Kansas City tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. After we get the coin toss,
All right, here we go. We're going to show this coin toss here.
both teams will have a chance on offense during the Kansas City tiebreaker from the 10-yard line.
Kansas City tiebreaker from the 10-yard line. Again, I like to thank the Cavity Shack. I like to thank Rich's Auto Tech, Zone 6 Reaper, 7v7 and Athletic Training, Natwick Insurance. Thank you all for partnering with the Brevard Sports Network.
Got your rib dinner. If you have not gotten your rib dinner, you might want to make it over here right now, because they're almost sold out of the world famous no boil. I'll say that again. No boil barbecue ribs. That's right here in the woods. And
Here we go.
my God, Melbourne. Coach Darrell taught me how to say it, y'all.
Oh, wow. This is – all right. So for those of you still watching, I hope you're listening and you're getting your drink right now, because you're not going to want to miss what's going to happen here in overtime.
I hope everybody made it over here to the concession stand.
I know, right?
I know I'm not
Hold up.
Not one play. I'm not getting up out my seat.
Here we go. Switch the scoreboard. Says overtime, baby.
Okay. Can we get players in the end zone to back up? Because we don't know which end zone they're coming to yet for the both sides. Can we get y'all to back up a little bit?
All right, Coco is it looks like going to take on offense first. And they're going at the, what's that, east? Yeah. South end zone.
All right. And it looks like Coco is going to go on offense first.
That's right.
All right.
Here we go. Kansas City tiebreaker. I'd like to welcome everyone watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, we still got 2 more games after this. We still got a 12U and the Battle of the Undefeateds in the 14U. Here we go. Coco on offense first from the 10-yard line.
It's going to be Sanders.
Sanders cuts upfield and dropped.
Probably a gain of 1 yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 9. Huh? No. Hey, you know what? They'll be delicious. I believe in the world famous West Melbourne ribs. Anyway, here we go. 2nd and goal.
Sanders again.
Sanders takes it. Sanders slips a tackle, slips another one, and it goes shoulder to shoulder. Touchdown, Coco Tigers.
Listen to that Tiger crowd now.
Kingston Sanders.
All right. Now the Tigers are going to go for the point after attempt.
And the point after. I will say I'm curious as to the point after play that's going to called here, because each of their last extra point plays has been the same play, same players. Carlos Sanders says, "King Woo." There's a handoff to Kingston. Sanders fighting.
And the point after is good.
And the point after is good.
And now,
the first extra point of the game.
Buffalo Tigers up by 7, and now the West Melbourne Broncos will get a chance to go on offense.
West Melbourne Broncos will now get a chance to go on offense.
All right.
Here we go.
Snap.
Savage. Hands off.
He's going to be met.
Gets maybe a yard.
And that's going to be number 44 for the Tigers.
Number 44 of the Tigers, that's Czar Alexander II.
All right, we're going to have a timeout. Broncos.
Broncos want to talk about it. I'll tell you what. If you're Melbourne and you have any semblance of someone who you can throw a ball up to, do you take it? Yeah. 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 And
snap.
Savage.
And he,
play action. Fires.
nice pass. It's caught by number 1.
Number 1.
Picks up a few blocks.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cut back. Touchdown, West Melbourne.
Hey, what a play. And now the ever so important extra point.
Daniel Francis.
Here we go.
Oh my
boy.
goodness. The biggest extra point.
Here it is, right here. Let's go.
Savage.
Snap. Handoff.
Handoff.
Up the middle.
Up the middle end. He's in.
And we're going to a second overtime, ladies
Second OT, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, these two teams right here, man, I tell you.
Oh my gosh.
In the south end zone, we're going to start in the north end zone for the second overtime.
All right.
Oh, they're not flipping?
Wait, what?
Oh, so you just change the rules as you go? No, I'm just kidding, Lou. I'm just messing with you.
Uh-oh. So we thought they were going to flip, and Lloyd said, no, we're staying right here. And they still got 2 more games to go.
All right, what you got?
So now West Melbourne will go on offense first.
This side of the field. Oh, we're going to flip the coin again. Okay, West Melbourne to go on offense. What he said, Darryl. Okay, Can we get everybody stand behind the fence in the back of the end zone? I think we had somebody come run on there and did a high five. But, yeah, if you don't have a badge, you cannot be on the field. Especially in the back of the end zone back there.
Oh, my goodness, right here.
All right, here we go.
Savage sends a man in motion.
Uh-oh.
Now,
We're going to have movement up front.
who moved first?
Who moved first?
West Melbourne. Waiting for a call from Lloyd. The white hat of white hats right now.
Heads up.
As Hadley is now throwing Gatorade bottles on unsuspecting fans from the roof. And it's on West Melbourne. False start.
False start.
So, first and goal. First and goal from the 15 now.
From the 15-yard line.
And he's going to sling it out.
It's going to be caught by Burns.
Burns trying.
Right.
Burns dragging defenders. Burns finally brought down.
And that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards after the catch, but we have a flag on the far side over there.
There's the flag. There's the official. We're waiting for the call. Personal foul against Coco.
Against Coco.
That's a half the distance penalty.
And that's going to be an automatic first down. No? No.
So that was half the distance. Yeah. The 3-yard line right here.
Handoff.
There's the handoff.
Blocker.
And number 7, touchdown, West Melbourne. Kenyon Davis. Kenyon Davis gets in the end zone.
For the point after attempt. All right.
And a timeout
It's going to be a timeout.
being taken by West Melbourne. West Melbourne's taking the timeout.
We are still cooking over here at the world famous Rib Shack. Also, no more cooking? Also, over at the concession stand. Oh, okay.
Again, I'd like to thank the Cavity Shack. We'd like to thank Rich's Auto Tech, Zone 6, 7v7 and athletic training. I'd like to thank Natwick Insurance. As anyone who's been watching the Brevard Sports Network know, we are powered by Natwick Insurance. We got something for everybody. You need a mechanic? you go to Rich's Auto Tech. Rich's Auto Tech will take care of you. We here at BSN trust our vehicle with Rich's Auto Tech with every issue we've had, and they have never left us disappointed and always given us a good and fair deal. And when it comes to insuring, you want to insure that car, well, go get Natwick Insurance, as the super awesome Silver Fox has made his appearance.
All right.
There's
Silver Fox.
Savage.
Hell, he cuts it back.
Oh, he cuts back.
And
Did he get over?
And he made it.
Yes, he did.
That's good. My man.
That's number 1, baby. Daniel Francis. (26-19).
Right. So now Coco will get a chance on offense here.
(26-19). West Melbourne leads. Coco needs to score here. I already planned to be here all night. I don't know what y'all planned. All right, here comes Coco.
All right, here come the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the 10. And it's going to be Sanders.
Sanders has some open room, and what a tackle.
By number 0 for the Broncos. And that's going to be number 9. And here comes
No.
the flag.
Now, wait a minute. There's a personal foul.
Yeah.
That's going to be a personal foul on the Tigers.
I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. He came running up after the play.
Sportsmanlike against the Tigers.
Yes. The ball carrier came up to his face and got right in his face, and their helmets touched. He tried to stop himself, but his forward momentum, helmets after he was tackled, ran up to the defender to talk mess. So this is a huge penalty. Sanders.
He's going to be hit. And
Well-
this time he comes out of it.
He broke outside.
And they're going to push him out of bounds. Number 3 for the Broncos. And that's going to be 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal. Samir Pablo is the one to push Sanders out of bounds. Here we go. 3rd and goal from way outside the red zone.
Okay. Snap. Blanchard. He's in
Blanchard.
trouble. He gets out of trouble. He's still rumbling. He's probably going to be
Blanchard brought down.
I just want y'all to take one guess. Who just made that sack?
I mean, listen.
Really, Caleb.
I mean, first name Jamari, last name Burns. Again, I think he has to have somewhere near 20 tackles in this game, and about 3/4 of them have been solo.
And it's going to be 4th and goal. And I can hear the West Melbourne crowd chanting down there. I hear him in the back of the end zone. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. Coco. Cocoa Tiger fans, now's the time to get behind your Tigers.
All right, folks, while they're taking a break, I'm going to take All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
And
This is the ball game.
He's in trouble. He
Blanchard
throws
steps
it.
up, fires.
That's the ball
He's
game.
sacked.
The
He's
Broncos
sacked.
have redeemed themselves.
The Broncos have come away with the victory.
And I'm going to tell you, how about a big hand for both teams, ladies and gentlemen?
What a game.
Oh, I'm telling you.
What a game.
And I tell you, what was the score?
26-19 in favor of West Melbourne.
Double overtime. The Broncos pulls it out.
Double
With
overtime.
Next week versus Melbourne, they will claim the county championship.
And with a win next week versus Melbourne, the West Melbourne 11U will claim the county championship. Folks, I got to reset my device. I got to get myself ready to go. We have 12U and 14U coming up right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, your final score, the West Melbourne 26, Cocoa Tigers 19. We'll be back with 12U in a few minutes.